joined today with the one, the only, James.
Alright, lad?
So fucking anti-climactic.
I'm doing things, you know.
We did.
Getting everybody to ready up if you've got that stuff sorted then.
Yeah, we're Gucci.
Good.
We have
Alright, there we go.
17
ready up.
drivers, which is the correct, I believe.
One more than expected.
Is it? Let's have a look at who's here. We've got 2 Williams, 2 McLaren. We have 1 Red Bull. We have 2 Racing Point, 2 Ferrari, 2 Alfa Romeo, 2 Haas. Looks like 1 Mercedes, 1 Renault, which they were both. No. Was Mercedes solo last time? The Renault was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mercedes and the
There's a few
Renault.
new people in here though, so.
Mercedes Renault is still flying a solo.
Oh, that's a different Mercedes as well. I've just added him, so.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait, how's that people still joining?
Jojo Phoenix F1 just joined. Which we was not expecting. But they are late, which is why we're going to kick them out. Haha, you thought. Shit, I need to post this.
Jojo Phoenix.
Shit.
I'm just gonna check this real quick, I don't remember seeing his name.
And they joined the Red Bull. It's a bit late because everyone's readied up.
Interesting.
Okay, so I've linked the stream, but it's been weird. It's not showing the whole thing. If you go into streams, it's literally just the link. It should come up for like.
It never does on this server. I don't know.
Does
That's like a setting or something they can change. Or...
It's done it for everyone else. It did it for me last time.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Division 7. Right. Who's your money on? Who's going to be first out?
I don't know.
Did you have to listen from the stream?
Huh?
Sure. I've got my money on.
I should be heard. Cause...
Yeah. I've got my money on like MGK.
Yeah?
Yeah,
even after the last race was horrible.
I think he'll come back swinging. He's going to come back harder than ever. Oh. Who was that? That was the Racing Point.
Ah. There we go. No. You stay there. Is everyone just sitting in the pits? There we go. After wasting nearly 2 minutes, I've decided to leave.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, they did take a while.
Oh, leave my control. Don't like this.
Why
I'm sure
is that?
everything's set to like party or the that game maybe.
I assume it's already on that, to be fair. I will check though. That's on non-party. Right. Yeah, no, you're a lot louder now. Why are their lights shining? Is there rain forecasted? Because they've all got the lights.
Probably because they'll have that ERS on none while they're on the outlaps.
How does that set off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically a warning light.
Yeah. Oh, got a yellow flag. Ah shit, I need to get my map up.
Then get the map up, get the telemetry, and then detail. Let's see. Best. There we go. So who's currently leading the charge? I have no idea. There was a racing point out first, so...
No, he fell back. It's the feed Fonus in the Alfa Romeo. He's currently leading the race.
So here he is on his lap.
Then he's followed by Lord Hoggith. And then the
It's
racing
very
point
easy
came
to
up.
get penalties now.
Oh yeah.
And even easier to get disqualified, well not disqualified, but invalidated.
Oh yeah.
When
So
doing the
tracks like
qualifying
these,
runs because you're pushing so hard.
it's such an easy track that you get confident and you push. And that's how you look it up. Lord Hoggith. Killing
Okay.
pole.
Top
times.
4, all pretty close together.
Yeah, they're all
Top
very
5,
close.
they're all 103s. Just
We have
10
a
separating them.
McLaren causing a yellow flag. I think he's just pulling over there.
Another 103. That's gonna be quite tight. Did anyone break the 103s though? I think 103 is about average, to be fair. For most people.
See what the Rebel can do. Have to come across the line.
One of the new ones.
Is that invalidated? Oh. Unfortunate.
Yeah, must have been.
Sync with the K.
The top 9 all with 103s.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed. Such a grouped lobby. Let's see what this Alfa Romeo can do.
Who won the last race again? It was
Great
a
question.
close battle between, I swear Williams won. Empire won, didn't it? Or game time. One of them won because of penalties. I think Empire won because of penalties. And then... yeah, my memory's not the greatest.
Ghost in Alfa Romeo pushes up to P7. Everyone so far has been within a second.
Yep. Very close.
Oh, here we go. Sync's coming back around. He's either going to pit or he's going to go for...
way too slow, eh?
He's going pretty slow.
You wanted more speed going through that corner. He might be the first to be in the 104s. Might be wrong though, let's see. Because of him being one of the new drivers, he's yet to prove himself on the grid. Hopefully they'll add some competition to the race leaders. So that was a pretty sick battle we had yesterday, not yesterday, last time, between them top 4. Oh, that's who was in the top 4. There was a Red Bull, but he's not here anymore. Don't know what happened to him. But I definitely remember there being a Red Bull.
A little bit of luck up. Not too bad.
And let's see if... oh, he's not here.
Who?
Atom Gen.
Oh no! To be fair, I don't blame him.
The last race was just too much for him. He's
Didn't he...
taken a break.
He left, didn't he?
Huh?
Didn't he leave? And he left that comment in the
No, he didn't leave.
Discord. Who left?
That was somebody else. Some irrelevant person.
Ah. My apologies, Atom Grun. Yeah, very unfortunate as he was doing so well, pushing up to the front in the safety car. Absolutely ruined his race. Had to fight off the horde.
It was interesting.
Who's...
URL Striker. Oh, there we go. He's just kind of sitting in the pit lane now. Don't need another one of those incidents.
We have 3 viewers. Welcome everyone.
Oh, we have our first person to break the free 102.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Bay and Dennis.
So Haas are looking pretty strong this race. P1 and 2 at the moment. See what else I can do. Don't believe they had that good of a race last time. Things kind of fell apart for them.
Got Lord Hogarth coming onto his quali lap now. Let's see if he can put a dent in Bay and Dennis's time. He is, well, 4/10 slower than P1. Very quick time. Everyone's still in the 103. No one's broken into the 104 yet. But we are
Except Bain as 103.
nearly halfway through qualifying, and there's still people that don't have a time. So let's see if they can.
We've all been there.
They need to show what they're made of.
Oh ho ho. Lord Hogarth getting very close to the white lines there. Really pushing the car to the limit. Jesus.
Is the Mercedes going to get in the way?
He's been
No,
wide
it's
in the
not.
white line around the corners.
Jeez.
Last corner. He keeps it together. I reckon this could be pole position, you know?
Oh,
P2. Only less than a tenth.
he made
That's
up.
like 500ths.
Yeah, he made up about 3.5 tenths on his previous time.
So he is now splitting the two Haas.
He's in the middle.
As we have
Right.
somebody else coming forward. Oh, Empire Maverick. Qualifying
Lumi!
on mediums. Oh yeah. Lumi just came in out of nowhere. Also another 1OD.
One of my favourites. Right, let's see.
Lumi. Yes, Lumi was one of the top 3, was he not?
I feel like we
He
did
was.
interview him. Yeah.
He was the one that got the penalty
Oh, and he lost it all.
or something, and he was trying to get it removed so he could get the win. I think he got P2 in the end, or P3.
Do we know if he got that penalty removed?
I don't believe so. But, let's have a check real quick. What did the steward say about that one?
Let's see what Lucas can do in the AlphaTauri. Come on very quickly. Nice and quick on the DRS. Goes P14. Now there's only one person without a time, and that is Game Timer 04. But it looks like he's on his outer lap to put in a quality time. We've got everyone's softs apart from Empire Maverick. Could this be some sort of strategy play? We'll see.
Lumi did not get his penalty removed, no.
That's a shame. Let's now see that he's back out here trying again.
It was Martin that left the league.
Ah, yeah. I remember now
Because
because
he was on the Mercedes, I believe. He was on the softs and he spun on his own. As Jenny Ferrari gets the lap invalidated. Just pushing it that bit too much.
that is a shame. Game Timer is on his quality lap right now.
Ferrari are looking pretty strong. No, Alfa Romeo looking pretty strong, 5th and 6th. That's not bad. Could this be a fight between Alfa Romeo and Haas?
Maybe.
Williams, things aren't looking too great for them, to say the least, in 17 and 18. Although
then again,
18 hasn't actually qualified yet. 17th going for the medium approach, but
could the
might as well
mediums
get
be a
the soft
strategy?
get in the top 10. What was that?
Could the mediums be the strategy? Oh!
Oh,
Williams
Scrap that.
jumps.
Game time.
What?
Moves himself up into
P2.
P2. I thought he was still in the pits.
Car. No, I've been watching him. That was a good lap. Yeah, I'm in amazement.
Wow. Very impressive. Good on him. Now Empire Maverick needs to pull through for the team. Doing another lap on the mediums, it looks like. Let's see how this works for him. Missing the apex there, it's going to cost him a couple tenths.
Who are you watching?
Empire Maverick, he's on the softs now, not the mediums. Misses another apex. This isn't going to be the greatest lap of all time, but we'll see what he can get.
I'm watching Game Timer 04 again because he seems to be going for another lap. No, he's into the pits. It's going pretty rapidly there. Maybe you should have tried to conserve those tyres a bit more. Here we go. Got Maverick coming around the final bend into the pits.
Decided to scrap it. Whoa, coming in very fast. Sync is, I'm not sure if he's on an in-lap or... No, he's on an in-lap because he hasn't got ERS deployment on. Yeah, definitely. And that's it. Oh, except maybe feed.
Yeah. Yep, looks like he's come around.
Yep.
Can you do better than a
1-3.2?
1.3.2?
I reckon he can improve by a couple of positions. Nope. Same position. He does not improve.
He did improve actually, but it's just not position-wise.
Yeah, not position.
That's a shame. He went about a tenth quicker. Which unfortunately is not enough.
Everyone's kind of in the pits at the moment, so I've got 2 on-out laps. Let's see what Jenny Ferrari can do. About to start qualifying right now.
Yep.
Time's getting on, so people can get out onto the track for that final lap, if they are doing one. Oh, and Jenny Ferrari loses all of it.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate.
Too much on the throttle. Ooh.
Oh.
I know it's banned in the race, I don't know about qualifying. But guess that's up to the stewards to decide.
That's one for the stewards, that. So, I'm looking at the driver standings. MGK is still holding P1, followed by Lumi in P2. Then we've got Empire Maverick in P3, Bay and Dennis P4, Game Timer, who is currently P2, did that amazing lap, P5. And then we've got Logat, Hogarth and Uriel, Jimmy Django in the Ferraris, and P6 and 7. Constructors
well,
wise,
MGK and Empire are both not even in the top 10 right now, so
no.
I don't only hope that their drivers are going to want to improve their position. Meanwhile, Lumi, on the other hand, P4. That's not bad at all. This race could possibly be the race who takes the lead of the drivers.
Yeah, because at this rate, it's looking like Williams are going to overtake Renault in the constructors, as they're tied right now at 79 points, Renault and Williams.
Well,
so this could be interesting.
Renault Maverick coming out the pit, 1 minute 20 left. He's going to have to slightly abuse those tyres if he wants to make it to the actual line. He doesn't have time to be going slow. Which he is going slow. I don't know if he's going to make it across the line, you know.
He's not hitting DRS.
He's not. Oh, his engine is freaking out for me right now.
But yeah, constructors, we've got Renault and Williams who are tied at the front, at the top of the table. Then you've got the AlphaTauri, Ferrari and Haas. The Racing Point are at the bottom with 4 points. So there's a gap of 75 points between the bottom and the top of the table. But we do have a Racing Point in P10. Racing Point might make a comeback.
Racing
Who
Point had
knows?
shambles in Azerbaijan.
I remember.
Racing Point and McLaren both struggling. It looks like Germany with tyres. On track. Manual retirement. Again, if you're gonna retire, try to keep it in the pits once you're actually like in your box, so it doesn't mess up other people. As Bay and Dennis, that's the fastest lap again.
Wow.
Things looking strong for him. What about Jenny Ferrari? What's going on there? Oh, spinning into the pit lane. That was brutal.
Cool. Yeah, Empire Maverick is now coming down the straight. I don't think he's going to get a chance to improve on the softs. No.
Oh yeah,
Oh!
P4.
I didn't realise there was another quality lap. But
Yeah.
goes from last to P4. Impressive. We've got a Ghost Schmidt 12. Sector 3, yeah, in the gravel. It's not good. Gonna wanna be... And he was disqualified.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know what for. But he came out of the gravel, got back on the track, and was disqualified. Let's check the racing director to see what he did exactly. For the wrong way.
So he's going the wrong way on the track.
I don't think he was.
We should put him all the way into P18.
I don't think he deserved that, but it's not much you can do now.
Nothing can be done about it, yeah. Gonna have to deal with it.
I'm gonna rewatch that because I switched to him, and he was driving onto the track, going the right way, and then he gets disqualified. Bayan Dennis is currently holding, because technically he's crossed the line. There we go. Right.
Interesting, someone left the session and then it changed, so don't know what's going on there. They should have spare invites though, so as long as they get in as quick as possible. Our top 3, our game timer, Bay and Dennis, and Jojo Phoenix. Williams, Haas and Renault. Very interesting. MGK is in 8th. Lumi is in 6th. And, well, Empire Mavericks in 5th. So, yeah, the people fighting for the drivers right now are reasonably close together.
So I've just rewatched the footage of the disqualification, and he drives out of the gravel onto the track. He starts plodding through sector 3, and he just gets disqualified. I would be absolutely fuming.
That is quite tragic.
Because he didn't have a bad spot. It was P7.
Ooh. That
And
weather's looking a bit misty. Possibly rain.
That could make a very interesting race.
We have no access to the sort of weather reports the teams have. They will know whether it's going to rain or not. Maybe that's why Empire's tried qualifying on mediums. It's going to rain halfway through the race. You could use the mediums to that point and then change to intermediates or whatever. Who knows? Maybe it's just a horrible day here in Austria. There's only one way to find out. I've reminded everyone that they can't use reset to track in the race. So no excuses. And here we are lap for the start. Oh, it's going to be a formation lap first.
Mm-hmm. You remember last time when I...
Yes, I do. Came back and you were like, oh, look at this, Rebel in the lead. I was like, no. Jojo Phoenix goes wide on the formation lap. Questionable, but I don't know, maybe something about that AstroTurf is just connects with the Renault and warms up his tyres that much better. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
just wanted a change of scenery.
Go Schmidt put a word in on the Division 7 discussion,
Yeah.
saying
I saw.
disqualification
He's back
realistic.
on the mediums. A predicted strategy. So if it's either going to be lap 14 to 16 for mediums, or 12 to 14 for hards. Interesting. It's going to be the other way around considering hards can last longer, but I'm not a race strategist. I'm just a commentator. But Jeff needs to get his stuff together, I think. Do we got any replica numbers? Yeah, 2 13s, 3 13s, 4 13s.
Yeah. The only thing we could really do about the disqualification is restart it to a custom grid.
Yeah.
But that...
Sadly, just because one person got disqualified does not mean full.
Not sure if we're even allowed to do that.
Right, maybe if like 3-4 people got disqualified, then yeah, but sadly one person's disqualification doesn't.
Are you officially a host, or are you just hosting?
No, I'm just hosting. I don't actually have the host tag, so.
I feel like you should protest for that.
It gives me any
Viva la
power from honest
revolution!
Oh yeah, the cars are lining up for the start, each taking their position on the grid.
Go Schmidt. Very reluctantly pulling into the back marker spot.
Yep.
Do not blame him.
And here we are for the start. Who's going to get the best start?
Yellow flag? Really?
Red black. And
The lights aren't showing up for me, so I can't. Yep.
away we
And
go.
away we go! Yay! Right. Game
The
time, we're
house
getting
on
a
the
decent
inside,
start.
Not going for any move. Turn one's
Lord
looking
Hoggus
clean.
with shimmy.
Oh, lot of
Renault in the
positions
dirt.
Being lost all over the place. God, I don't know what to look at. I hate these first laps.
Renault going side by side with the AlphaTauri
Oh,
to
the
turn
Ferrari
2.
going around the outside of
Oh!
MGK. Oh, oh.
Jojo the Renault ghosted through someone. That was...
Bit cheeky. Should probably hand back that position, honestly.
he teleported back onto track, but he was still moving. I don't know what happened there. I might have to
So
snake on him to
basically
the
like-
stewards.
It's not really
Actually,
well.
that would be
Very
explanatory.
quickly, to be fair, the grid's got itself sorted. As we have
Oh.
a Renault, Renault Racing Point
Racing Point.
spinning.
Let's have a look.
Again,
Bit of wing
for
damage.
the third race in a row.
Uh,
Racing Point are going to be in tears on that pit wall.
It's looking good for
Lawrence Stroll's going to be
for
wondering
Williams.
what he's investing his money into here.
Williams with a P1, P3.
Jenny Ferrari in P12. What happened there?
Oh no.
And it has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Mercedes going up the inside of Lucas.
Joe Schmidt also going around the outside of the McLaren.
Oh!
As his teammate, I'm not sure what happened there, but he was in the wall.
He
Side by
was.
side go the Alfa Romeo and Mercedes.
And unfortunately he does have wing damage. He is losing... He's lost the left end plate. Go
Let's have some
Schmidt.
side by side action here. Whoa, very close together. Bit
yeah.
contact. Aggressive, but fair.
It's
Although
very
that might
close
come
up
back
at the
to bite
front.
him.
Could Bayern Dennis make a move on the Williams? Because DRS is now on.
Of course, you've got 3 DRS straights consecutively after each other, with only one corner separating. So it makes it very difficult for defending on this track.
Does.
When the people behind you have DRS. You've really got to have your A game going. As the Ferrari loses a bit of traction coming out that corner there. Grid is still pretty tight to be fair, except the bottom two, who both had the pit. As Bulu EXG is actually ghosted. I don't know if he's disconnected or
what penalty
if
is that?
he's just
Got a 5-second penalty.
speeding in pit lane.
Ah,
As we see five people, top 5 are all pretty close together.
Lord Hogarth with the fastest lap.
And from P6 to P8 are reasonably close, maybe through P9 as well. And then from there back. So the grid's starting to form into its little groups of people in
Yeah.
terms of their pace.
On my screen, Joseph Phoenix is lapped. I don't think that's true.
I see that as well. This game, he's
Oh,
constantly being ghosted every now and then and all sorts.
did we have some team orders there?
Using it too as a
Jojo is still ghosting 3 people.
No, Jojo has got a red cross next to his name. He might be disconnected.
That would make
Actually.
sense. Is that why?
Yeah, he's just kind
People are
of
driving
slowed
through
down
him.
so much.
I wondered why MGK went straight through him. MGK though, P6. Where does he start?
He isn't P6, but P8, I believe. P7 or 8. He's getting 2 positions.
Yeah, P8.
And he's closing in on the top runners there. Oh, we have a yellow flag, and
We
it's
have
the
a Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Oh, well, looks of it.
Spinning on the grass. Was that his own fault? Too much curb or maybe
No
a bit
wing
of
damage.
Contact? Yeah, no wing damage. So you'd think probably, you know, taking on too much curb, but could have been hitting the back wheel or something. Who knows? As Jojo is just losing positions left, right, and centre.
We've got the AlphaTauri feed Fonus on the hards. Are they going to last to the end? Good.
Don't know.
30 laps.
I mean the Alpha Romeo. I'm so confused there. I was like, Alpha Dories, what?
Lord Hogarth up into P2.
So he is.
Car.
And Empire Maverick on the back of Bay and Dennis. Lumi on the back of him. And MGK is now catching up. As URL Jimmy also beginning to catch onto the back of them. This is very close together.
Because MGK won, I believe it was the first 2 races in a row, which was impressive.
I'm not sure.
The penalties are starting to rack up already.
Yes, they are.
We've got
4
3 people.
penalties, 2 are just on that lap alone.
Yeah, 3 people with normal penalties. We've got 1 speed in the pit lane. Which
Game time are really keeping it together.
MGK come very close to the rear end of Lumi.
Was Game Timer the one that was leading last race as well, that was able to hold off everybody?
I believe so.
No, I think that was Lord Hogger.
Was it?
I remember, there was one car that was able to hold off everybody with DRS. As that guy gets another penalty. Detail penalties. They now have 6 seconds worth of penalties.
As Jeff would say, you need to pack it in before you get disqualified.
Exactly.
Lap 6 with 2 penalties already. It's
This
not
is
the
Jeff
one.
here, you need to stop cutting corners or the stewards will award you a penalty.
Amen.
As another penalty gets given
Go Schmidt.
to Go Schmidt, who's got his position up to P10.
He's started P18, didn't he?
He did, started last of the last.
Yeah, he's
Caused
8
a few
positions up.
crashes. And some other stuff. As the Ferrari gets very close to the Williams, if they can get a good exit here from Lord Hogger, he might be able to get the Williams. He has a lot more ERS to play with, as he doesn't have to use it to defend.
To be fair, Go Schmidt is on the mediums as well.
Oh, Bay and Dennis and Empire Maverick.
side by side. Looks like Bane
Yeah,
Dennis
he
is
can't
gonna
make the move stick.
keep the outside.
You now have the top 7 all very close together.
Yeah, the top 7 are close together and they're all without penalties. P8 backwards is a lot more spread out, and that's where the penalties are starting to sink in.
Our Jojo's back.
So he is.
Sort of.
The shimmy.
Ben Dennis starting to lose
Hold
like
yeah.
time to the people ahead. Don't know what's going on there. He's actually beginning to hold up the cars behind. We're forever getting closer. And Lord Hoggett just can't get the move done on game timer.
Game timer is slowly but surely depleting his ERS.
Yep.
Lord Hogarth is chilling at 80% right now.
Could be Lord Hoggeth's strategy here.
Just getting a nice
Just
toe.
keep, sort of attacking him in the straights-ish, making him use his DRS until he's got none to use, then he can just breeze past him with the DRS.
Empire Maverick with 92%.
That's first Jimmy gets a penalty
He's
for 3 seconds.
he's the first out of the DRS train to get a penalty.
Yes, he is. Let's see here. Under 40% ERS.
Joe Schmidt pushing up into P9 past the racing point.
Very nice. You sure?
Yep.
Schmidt doesn't have DRS for the racing point. Looney's in P7. When did
So
that
he
happen?
is.
Did he pit? Surely not, because he'd be so much further down.
No, he didn't pit.
Huh.
But he is
But
pitting
is
now.
So he's going for the undercut. And the guys ahead. Interesting, is that going to work out for him? Lumi did the... Was it the undercut or the overcut last time? I remember him definitely pitting different to everybody else and working out very well for him.
I believe it was the overcut because he led the race for a while.
He was like P3 or something, then he waited a bit and then he managed to get himself P1
Maybe it was the undercut.
from his pit strategy. Well, either way, he's done the undercut this time. See how it works out for him. We have a yellow flag, which is a Haas. So Jenny Ferrari it is.
Oh no.
We've already seen Jenny Ferrari.
Resetting to track. Making the McLaren swerve, nearly going off the track.
Yeah, I'm afraid there's going to be a penalty, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to snitch on you,
That's a penalty.
but I do have 8 viewers.
The move. Round the outside. Can't get it done there. The Williams too fast. Gets a good exit though. On the back again. Williams 70%
Overtake.
DRS. He's passed.
Yeah, the Williams
Dennis going to get the move
can't
done
fly
as
it.
well. He is.
Oh no!
Both of them past the Williams. And the other Williams, I'm very close there. A side by side, got the Haas and Williams, both with DRS. It's a drag race between the two of them.
Ooh.
Down the straight, equal cars. Anything separating them is of course the exit and their setup. Side by side they continue to go, and with the inside line, Game Timer is able to keep the lead, keep P2. Should I say Empire Maverick looks for a move, but Dennis very quickly shuts the door.
Joe Schmidt is up into P7.
Empire Maverick is supposed to pit this long. Is he gonna? Yes, he is. Interesting. Well, was Empire Maverick was ahead of Lumi, so let's see if he comes out ahead of Lumi or if the undercut worked out for him.
Lumi
Goes in,
come
he
around
puts
sector
on the
3.
hards. Interesting.
Well, it'll be close. Lumi's
It's not gonna be.
no
Nah, he stays ahead. He's
by
definitely
a
staying
fair
ahead.
margin.
By a mile.
Yeah. By about 8 seconds. Where Lumi's catching him.
Need more action. Top 4, 5? Top 5 very close
Yeah.
together. More specifically the top 4. Indeed. Oh, is Dennis loses the back end a bit there, giving MGK a run on him. Going into this fast right-hander. Thinks better of it and decides to back out. As into the pits goes Lord Hogarth.
Indeed. That gives the lead back to Game Timer.
And Bayer and Dennis get their move done. He's a bit far back, so I don't think he's going to be getting it done anytime soon. But the Williams is still replenishing his ERS. As Ghost Schmidt gets his way up into 5th place. Good on him, and he's on the mediums.
Mediums from last to 5th. Could Ghost Schmidt come and steal this away?
Imagine from last to 1st, that would be beautiful.
That would. Because he's had a great run so
And
far.
frame from. He had a bad race last one, I believe. Did he? Yeah, that's what he did. Finished outside the top 10.
So what's the strategy? Medium to soft? Medium to hard?
I imagine he's probably going to want to stretch those mediums out. But he's getting quite a few positions, so he's probably pushed them quite hard.
Yeah.
So might have to pit for hards.
Ghost Schmidt into P3.
As Game Timer goes into
Euro
his pits for some
Jimmy.
hards.
MGK making the move around Bay and Dennis into P1.
Yes.
Up the inside.
Bay and Dennis looks for the switch back. Gets good traction. He's of course now going to have to DRS and takes back the position. Beautiful move there. But the Renault, right on the back of him with the 16, goes up the inside, locks up a bit.
Dive
Keeps
bomb.
the inside line very close together.
Going side by side right
side
now.
by side into the next corner. No, the Haas thinks. Oh, but he locks up.
Oh.
If the Haas had gone for that move, he would have been able to slide up the inside. I'm sure Dennis has maybe kicked himself now, but
MGK
getting away when you're racing.
Yeah, MGK is very low on the ERS. Ben Dennis has got like
MGK
double.
goes into the pits, and Dennis follows him in, promoting Ghost Schmidt to the leader now.
Oh, Ben Dennis
no.
with a dodgy, came in too quick, had to drive around the Renault, nearly
5 second
killing people.
So he has indeed jumped MGK, but at what cost? At what
Can
cost?
we have some appreciation for Ghost Schmidt, who's made it from last to first?
Yeah.
It's
Can he finish
temporary
first, though?
because of the
What's
pits,
the
but I'm
gap?
impressed.
Why can't I see the gap? Right,
5 seconds to
I don't
P2.
know. 5 seconds. Oh.
So Empire
MGK
Maverick,
and Ben Dennis. Oh, very close together.
you've got the two Williams pushing behind Lord Hogarth.
And we have a yellow flag
Is that enough for Romeo?
on the start finish straight. Oh my god, but there's so much kicking off here. 7, 6, 5 and 4. It's a repeat
We have a
of France
retirement.
again where they're all together.
We have a retirement down start finish straight.
Mad that one. Game time now on P7. And feed Phineas. He's the one that retired. Manual or did he crash?
I'm unsure because he wasn't on the start finish straight, so he may have been in the pit lane. But if he was in the pit lane,
It was Jimmy.
I don't know how that happened. Marvin with a 5 second speed into the pit lane.
Marvin?
Lots of penalties.
He's a McLaren as well. Oh, the McLarens are just...
Let's have a look at penalties. Marvin with 11 seconds. The Racing Point with also 11 seconds. Top 3 all have
Empire
3
Maverick.
seconds.
Could he win this again? From penalties?
Maybe consistency is key.
It is. It is. See, Lucas A. Germany's on the mediums. Has he pitted? I believe he has he not? No, so Go Schmidt and Lucas A. Germany are both on the medium strategy. They're yet to pit. Everybody else has pitted. Some people multiple times. Like Jojo Phoenix and Feed Phineas, who have both had 2 stops. And the Unica Clee did not work out for Lumi. At least in P9 at the moment. P9 on older tyres.
Old hards, yeah.
I think it's
So many penalties.
His game time, and then he goes into the back of Jimmy, lose himself a lot of time, and allowing Dennis to attack him. Lord Hogarth is technically leading the race, once you take into consideration the 2 people have to pit. And he's got Empire Maverick, Jimmy, Game Timer, Dennis, and MGK very close behind.
Oh, who was that?
What happened to Jimmy there? Completely off the track, and he gets a penalty. And off again. What's going on here?
He's composed
Some
himself.
sort of steering issue, maybe. Very interesting. He's got 0% ERS.
Huh.
Why you don't eat greasy food and play?
Hmm?
Never works out.
Oh yeah. As soon as those
Oh,
sticks get
game timer
greasy,
on Jimmy.
it's over.
Up the inside.
Oh wow.
Can he make it stick? Yes,
Pushed him out of the way a bit.
Fair though. Aggressive but fair.
Very close. Got the Williams in there, P4 and
You no
5.
longer go for gap, you are not racing driver.
Lord Hogarth with the lock up. Let's see if Empire Maverick can't make some inroads to Lord Hogarth.
We are exactly halfway through this race.
Quick math.
Doesn't look like it's going to rain anymore.
No.
Menu is a bit deceiving. It's quite a nice day actually. Take one hell of a gust of wind to blow some serious rain clouds over this place. And the racing line is glowing as Lucas A. Germany loses it all. What was that?
Oh no.
Too much power on the exit.
Oh, and he's...
Now he's still got the pit and he's P10.
Oh. So unfortunate. He hasn't got any wing damage.
No,
But
he doesn't have any wind damage, but
doesn't change the fact.
nice.
Those mediums were getting a bit worn.
Hot
Good.
and
Could this mean Go Schmidt, who's on the same tyres, and
cold.
he's been
on
pushing?
the same strategy as him is now pretty safe from people on his strategy, to be fair. That was the only other guy on the strategy he's on, so he's free to run his own race. Sort of thing for now.
Driving clean there must be nice. He should be pitting soon though, because those mediums cuts in lasting much longer than
Yeah, well, he's
20
probably
to
trying
25
make a
laps.
Like to softs. That might cost him quite a bit. It's going to be team orders here at Williams. If they want to get past Lord Hogarth, who's proven himself on track multiple times, they don't have time to squabble against each other. They've got to let one of them go. As we have a yellow flag on the start finish, and Lucas is out. As Jenny Ferrari losing out at T1 again.
Could that have been a manual retirement, as he was in the pits and he's still moving?
If he was in the pits, then yes, most likely. I don't think he can retire in the pits.
This...
So he's just Yeah, he's gone through it now.
He's retired in the pits, and his AI
Yeah,
is
just
is
driving out the bit.
taking the car back onto the track. What is he doing? Where's the AI?
Madman, someone remove his super license.
With a hijacked F1
Oh,
car.
Maverick is past Jimmy.
Oh,
MGK is hot on the tail of Game Timer. MGK, of course, clearing Dennis. Maybe Dennis did the proper thing and let him go, as he did jumping into the pits because how fast he was going.
if you love
Which
me,
is,
let
as far as I'm
me
aware,
go.
legal, as long as you don't get a penalty for it.
What's this? What's legal?
Huh?
What's legal?
I mean, I've seen it done before. In F1, I'm pretty sure they didn't get penalised for it, but I don't know, might have to double check that one.
Would the mediums pop before they finished 36 laps?
Depends how you're driving. You could make them last 36 laps, but you'd very much be more defending your position than overtaking anyone. As the
If
top two are really beginning to just go away, and Ghost Schmidt really needs to think about pitting. He's lost a second to the guys behind, so his tyres are really beginning to lose it.
yeah,
There's only
between
so much the overcook can do for you.
oh
And
Empire Maverick.
Maverick, but he does the switch back, and it's a drag race. Who gets the DRS? Maverick gets the DRS.
Empire Maverick overtakes Lord Hoggoth because he was P3.
And there we go.
Empire Maverick with P1, pretty much.
Indeed, as of right now. And Lord Hogg gets another penalty. Both Ferraris with penalties. Empire Maverick currently leading the race with no penalties. And his teammate in P5 also no penalties, who will get P2 if the order stays the way it is. Oh
no.
Someone call out the commentator's curse. As he said, oh, Ghost Schmidt. Oh, he's in the pits. I saw somebody rapidly dropping down the order there.
Onto the softs. For Haas, though.
Onto the softs.
Oh, it's Jenny Ferrari.
What?
Jenny Ferrari spun out by the looks of it.
Haas were looking so strong, and now they're sitting in P6 and 14. 1 point in qualifying.
Oh.
Whether you believe it or not, they had P1 to do.
Lagging.
And the penalties are just... what? So many.
Okay, we've got Ghost Schmidt.
Interesting that neither Lumi or MGK have penalties. And actually I'm going to appreciate that it's gone cloudy now in Austria.
It has, to be fair. We've still got a fair few laps.
Yeah, maybe. We could see rain. And even if they don't change the tyres, it could be, you know, that rain that starts on the final few laps where it's not worth pitting. But you've got to drive in the rain on dries, and it's not good for people like Jenny Ferrari who are spinning out of corners. As for Dennis, around the outside of MGK. Is MGK gonna go late brakes? Nope. He's gonna bide his time, and Game Timer loses the back end.
Uses the back ender, yeah.
I think he might have touched Jimmy a little. Unsettled his car.
Ghost Schmidt has already made a second to the racing point on the fresh softs versus the old mediums. Now,
see, I don't think Ghost Schmidt's going to get a very good finish this race, because the softs are going to be fine to start with, but very quickly they're going to die off, and he's going to drop. Gets past the racing point now.
With ease.
So here we are again with Lord Hoggoth and Empire Maverick, wrapping it out for P1. Except this time they both have similar ERS.
Oh, what was that? A speck of rain I just seen.
Oh, it is. It has
Ooh.
begun to rain here in Austria. On lap 25 of 36, they're gonna have to pit. Depending on how heavy it comes down, they are
But
gonna have
that
to
is
pit.
rain. Tragic
That's not
for
worked in favour of Schmidt.
no, because he just pitted. If he's staying
He
out a bit
started on the
longer,
hards, and then went down a few laps longer. But it's rain, you know. Sometimes it'll rain and it'll never get to the point of changing tyres and the strategy. It's relied on changing, it's just in the window. So it's a tough one, to be fair.
and you do not want to change it early, because if you put those inters on before it's ready, game over.
Especially not on a track like this with so many high-speed corners, the back end will disappear. And those barriers look
What
quite
back
far
end?
away at first, but when you're hurdling at them like 150 miles per hour, they come very quickly and end your car. This is full damage, so I'm curious to see if we see any cars begin to spin. As Empire Maverick goes wide, the beginning of a loss to grip maybe. He's not feeling so confident on the corners, but the gain on Lord Hogarth, he managed to get past him at some point. He goes for the switchback, a very common move here at that hairpin there.
Marvin in the McLaren overtaken Sink, who just pitted
Oh,
for medium.
very nice. Oh, why are you pitting for mediums now? That's... yeah, I don't know about that one. Then again though, the drivers do have more information there, so maybe the rain's not going to get to the point of crossover. But it's definitely gotten heavier now.
It is like the
Oh,
camera.
as Jimmy gets a 3-second penalty and smacks the back
shit.
of Empire Maverick. Are we about to see any damage here? Trying to get a look-see, but can't see anything as of right now.
No, might be a
That's
shark
someone
bite.
pitting. Lord Hogger pit. Surely he's not going on to the intermediates. Surely not. He is. Lord Hogger
What?
is going on to the intermediates while the track is still dry. It looks dry. Barely any...
I
But
don't
you know
think.
what? The drivers have more of a feel of the track. Maybe it doesn't look very wet, but it's very slippery for all we know.
Well,
Looking at everybody else though, I mean,
Marvin.
they're struggling. He might have made the right strategy, you know. I think everybody else might be pitting this lap.
Yeah, we have the
Because if you look at them, they
McLaren also in on the inters.
they're no longer really scrapping too much. They're kind
DRS is
of
disabled. That is the
crossover period. Lord Hogarth may have just performed the greatest undercut in the history of undercuts.
maybe.
Let's see what he can do here. Oh, gap to leader. He's only got a 16-second gap to the leader. Which means, I don't know how long a pit is here, but I imagine probably about 20 seconds like most places, so Lord Hogarth could take the lead. And not only that,
Jimmy Django with the 5-second penalty.
17 seconds now. Not
17.
only could he get the lead, he could
Fuck.
get the lead by a big margin. As Lord Hogarth, where's Game Timer in terms of coming out
Yeah.
the pits? He's out onto the track. Wait, Game Timer's on hards.
Is he staying out? Yes, he
Game
is.
Timer just pit and go on the
No.
wrong strategy, or did he stay out? No,
He's on
stay out.
13 lap
And
old
what
hards.
a mistake he's made. Look at that. If his idea was to try and
Firm it.
like, yeah, firm it, he's not gonna make it. I'm sorry, in 8 laps, 9 laps, those intermediates are gonna have so much pace over you. Just look at how fast Lord Hogarth is gaining on him. Game Timer has made a crucial mistake here and thrown away his real only benefit he had, which was no penalties. I think Lord Hogarth has definitely won this race. Though Empire Maverick,
Oh, with who's that?
McLaren,
Yes.
interesting. Don't know what happened there.
I think he lost it a bit going into the pit lane.
Game Timer staying out another lap. What's he
And-
doing? Lord Hogarth flies past them like it's nothing. If Game Timer's smart, he's not going to fight this. He can't fight this. Yeah, look at that traction. Woodhawker's away. What is Game Timer doing? Oh, we have a yellow flag. It's the Mercedes, and he's out. Let's see what happened here. Manual retirement as he nearly collects the Red Bull. That is why you do not manually retire on track. That could have been brutal. And
now we only have...
You might be getting penalised for that, you know?
We really only have one driver that isn't on Inters right now. And that is the Gamer Time.
And he is dropping like a fly. His Jimmy just flies up his inside like it's nothing. Go Schmidt in P5, about to get P4.
Let's go!
I was wrong. Although penalties are gonna...
6 seconds. From last to P5 right now is amazing.
Very good.
As
I thought him pitting was really going to end his whole thing. The Game Timer slowing up Ghost Schmidt, and he still isn't
Racing
pitting.
Point.
What's he doing? Even pitting now would be better than not pitting at all. You'd be cutting your losses at least. Look at him. He has absolutely no grip on this track. Not to mention the fact he's using hards, which are going to hold even less temperature than the softs.
Pretty old hards as well.
Conditions. Exactly. Like, look at, he can't do anything.
He can't.
He's just giving away positions. I'm so baffled.
His wheels are spinning halfway down that straight.
Like it brakes not working properly, not turning properly because he's not gripping to the track.
MGK out for blood.
MGK can't get past his Game Timer. Is holding him up. Surely at this point, Game Timer will possibly get a penalty. This is unsafe driving.
He's a hazard on the track at the moment.
He is. He's not only is he on the drive in the wet, he's fighting for position. That's so dangerous. If I was MGK, I'd be reporting that to the stewards. That is well deserving of a penalty. And he's going out another lap.
I think he's made his decision.
You can't even argue that it's a strategy. It's stupidity.
Go Schmidt to P4.
He is a hazard to whoever on track. He's risking lives right now.
Go Schmidt.
He could slide off the track and kill some people
with penalties. He's P5 right now.
That is great fun.
Oh, there. Losing a little
bit of a wobble there from him.
Lord Hogarth firming P1 right now.
By 3 seconds. But Empire Maverick only a 10th away from getting a position with penalties, and he's in it.
Jimmy Django, 17 seconds, puts him.
Yeah, he's done for.
Yeah,
not as bad as Game Timer though.
Ghost Schmidt is looking at P4 right now, I believe.
Oh, the Biza straight up the inside of Game Timer.
Yeah, it's just I'm having to look down the list for his name at this point. That's how far he's dropped. I don't think it's going to be long until it is undrivable and he's just slipping around the track.
The track still doesn't look that wet though, compared to what it could be. Is he eventually pitting? Game Timer has eventually decided that pitting is the strategy.
He's finally accepted the fact.
After nearly causing multiple crashes and being a constant hazard on the track.
I mean,
he's decided that now is the time to pit.
He may as well just retire.
Yep. I'm still on P10 at the moment, but you may be able to scrap it out for 1 point, maybe, depending on his pace.
From P1, fighting for 25 and now fighting for 1 point. That is
1 point better than that.
The closest gap right now is Bayer and Dennis.
Yep, 1.7. The wet really does shake up the field. And,
it does.
It takes a whole new driving skill. It's like a whole different ball game when slapped on the intermediates or wet tires. And we have a yellow flag.
Red Bull. The only Red Bull.
Must have lost his back end.
Yeah. What a bad day for Mercedes. The only Mercedes is out.
Yep. And for Williams.
Oh yeah. I mean,
they've got one in P2.
they're looking at a...
But if it was just a
technically,
P2, P10
P1.
finish, yeah,
Empires.
P1, P10 finish, that'd be fine. But the fact that Game Timer threw it away by not hitting is what makes it so much worse.
It's bad decision making.
It really was. And Lord Hogger gets another penalty. Truly throwing away the win now.
I mean,
he had it bang on, he had the strategy right.
Yeah.
He needed to drive more clean.
Sometimes it's a bit inevitable when the wet Empire Maverick is catching him. Quite 8/10 in that last lap.
This is going to be his second win from penalties.
Consistency is key.
Jimmy, I don't even want to try to work out why Jimmy's going to finish.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not going to be
okay.
third though, that's for sure. Go Schmidt, guys. Go Schmidt is going to get the third. Oh no, because people behind him. Tragic. Dennis, I think, might get the podium.
Jimmy, I think he'll be in P6 at this rate.
Yeah.
6 or 7.
I mean, I'll let the game work it out when we get to that point. As we're on the last two closing laps, or last three closing laps. And Dio might get disqualified before he finishes it. There's 23 seconds worth of penalties.
Car.
Although he's going to keep P13. The car behind is just so far behind. So I guess that's something. Ferrari. Oh.
Go Schmidt with a penalty. No.
Oh, no. What you do? You just had to bring it home, lad. No.
That's. I mean.
That's tragic.
To be fair, it's not making a difference because even with a 6-second penalty, MGK is within 6 seconds.
Yeah, but now he risks losing the car behind if he doesn't keep his pace together.
As long as he keeps within 12 seconds of.
It's just the mind games now, though. He's got 9 seconds of penalties. That might cause him to just put his foot down that bit too much on the throttle.
And to be fair,
in conditions like these,
he can't see the racing point on his thing, so he doesn't know that the racing point has a 3-second penalty unless he manually checks, but I find it unlikely.
Yeah, you don't have to be manually checking.
Absolutely.
That's going to lose you a lot of time, especially in the wet.
I remember having to run down to grab my dinner and come back, and
DRS enabled. Oh my, the rain's just gone. And the track, look how quick the track is just dry.
It's just dry.
It's just instantaneously.
The rain stopped at the same time.
DRS was staying on his hards? Did he? Was this what he was waiting for? This holy grail?
Was putting inters on a mistake? Yes.
Oh, what just happened?
Bit slippy. Log Hoggers comes out turn 2.
So no one's going to be pitting.
Absolutely not.
But could it maybe warm up the tyres that much that maybe someone spins?
Game timer. Is Game timer gonna? He's got DRS now. Is he gonna push on the Renault?
DRS on intermediate tyres on a dry track. What has this race become? This is not what Phoenix wanted either. Last lap and DRS gets enabled. What's this about? They've still got that flashing lights.
Clean around the outside.
Even though
what
there's
is this?
Zero spray. What a race this has been, eh? Lord Hogger first across the line, and Empire Maverick takes the win. Euro Jimmy. Looks like the cars are beginning to actually struggle. Jimmy in third, drops to fourth, drops to fifth.
Go Schmidt! He retires! Well,
no.
He crossed the line before he did it, but that's very... Oh, Jesus!
And then Renault retires
Big
to the
crash.
MG car.
Is that gonna be a penalty? Because there's definitely some dead people on that start finish straight right now.
And maybe a dead driver or two.
Um,
And it's the end of MGK's championship. And Gershwin will not get to celebrate his last to fifth. Because Jimmy's in P6, not too bad. Could have been a lot better.
can't believe he did that.
And it's just sink and build. Oh my god.
Tragic.
Cut to the racing point and he was just all over the place.
The racing point finished before he even went across the line. Yes. You know what? Can you have a round of applause for Ghost Schmidt?
Good on you, lad, good on you.
He's earned it, he's earned it.
And there our podium sitters.
Woo.
Congrats to them guys. One interesting thing. Williams and Haas. And a Ferrari. 3 teams that may never see the podium again.
Are we
And
doing
one, of course. No.
interviews? No?
I cannot be bothered today.
Ah, that
Very
is
tired.
fair enough. So,
But
We have-
congrats to them guys, that was...
Empire Maverick, P1, Lord Hogarth, P2,
Ghost Schmidt from 18th
Dennis,
to 5th
P3.
and fastest lap, so he gets another point for that as well. Good on him. Good on him.
Car, yeah,
Fastest lap
P18 to P5.
A good bit as well.
Bay and Dennis going back a place. Euro Jimmy Django going 4 places forward. Marvin in the McLaren also did pretty well, from P16 to P9.
So Williams and Renault are scrapping it out in the constructors, right?
Yeah, they're tied.
Well,
Well,
as of right now,
as of before this
they were
race.
tied. So that means Williams are going to take it. P1 and
Indeed they are.
P10 is definitely better than P4 and P11. So there you go.
Although MGK might hold
The drivers.
the drivers, because that's a decent finish.
Where's Lumi? P8. That's tragic for them. I
The
thought he was going to be one of the top runners there, but sadly, he just I don't know what happened to
strategy
him. He
didn't
was
pan
near
out.
the front-ish, and then I just kind of changed to him one time, and he wasn't. I don't know.
Because he pitted for the undercut, I believe.
Ah, he did, didn't he? But even before that, he dropped down to like P8, and you swear he was like P4 or something. Good on him. Good on him.
Right, well,
And
thank you
curious to see
everyone.
as to what gets reported.
Thank you everyone for coming, watching. It's been a pleasure. And we'll catch you next week. Or stay tuned for Thursday. Well, I should be streaming and racing. But yeah, ta-da for now.